Yo, welcome back to another video. Now, this is another Gamba video that we are going to be doing on the Strange Cats. This is like a couple hours after I had edited and posted my most recent one that I did, and I'm just going to be quick firing a bunch of these recordings all back to back so I can get a whole bunch of footage and then eventually edit it when I want to and post these. So this will be the first one outside of that initial one that I did post. Going over what we quickly did get previously was we got some pretty good ones. We have a 38% passion. That's my best one that we've gotten so far. Outside of that, it's 35% cosmic is pretty decent as well. 28% blast fire cosmic, not too bad. We have an unbound and cosmic as well, so we do have a good amount. We are going on to the next 6 this time around. This time we will choose a different spot. Griffith was pretty good. One thing that I'll do, which I didn't do last time, was I'm actually going to rate the spots and where I get pretty lucky. So Griffith, I'd give that a solid 7 out of 10, or no, yeah, 7 out of 10. It's a good starting point, I would say, as like a baseline. Maybe we can adjust the rating for him later on, but you know, Griffith was pretty lucky. Where do I want to go next with my familiars? I remember I have done Takaroda, I have done Freerin. Ooh, where do I want to go? Maybe we go into the raids and we go down next to Sung Jin-woo. Maybe this is where my next spot is, next to Sung Jin-woo. Tiny man. This will be the next spot that I go ahead and corrupt my cats in, and hopefully we can get lucky this time around. All right, I have gone ahead and named all of them. It is slightly not in order, but doesn't really matter too much. We can distinguish each of them. So going on to the first one that we have, we'll go on to number 1. So let's go ahead to the rerolls and check it out, because I don't actually know what the rolls are. It looks pretty bad with the range, but okay, damage is fine. So we just need to roll for a good elemental stat. 4.9% passion. It is another passion. We did get a pretty good passion one last time, but you know, I will keep it because I'm not trying to be too picky with what element I get initially from the 5% elemental stat. So there is that. All right, another thing that I just noticed myself catching, I kept saying boom last video a lot. I'm gonna try change it up and not say boom. Let's see if we can start off strong with a corruption 4. Okay, corruption 3, not too bad. And then into the next one. Oh my god, I'm catching out myself so hard trying to say boom. I don't know why I keep saying boom, but next one. 3. Okay, 2 more left. We've gotten 2 corruption 4s, 1 corruption 3. Corruption 3. Oh my god, every time I click it, I want to say boom. It's so bad. And bang. Okay, we got 2 corruption 3s, 3 corruption 4s. This will be a pretty mid one. We'll see. Depends on what we actually do get on it. So starting off pretty strong. We have a 3% range. It seems like, what am I wanting? 25% in the corruption 4s, 19% spark, nature, water, 12% damage. That's actually not too bad. This is my first spark and nature corruption 4 familiar completely. So that is pretty average. We are looking at a 31% one, so it's not too bad. All right, there we go. We have a 31% water, nature, and spark. Pretty good thing to start off this video. I have not had anything that is too terribly unlucky, but I haven't had anything that's extremely lucky. I'd say that is good because we did need a nature and a spark. I was wanting those to be at least 30%, so it's not too bad. Once I get a baseline of 30%, that's when I would start saying 30% rolls are pretty bad because I don't personally need them. At that point, I would want to go for higher, of course. So on to the next one that we have. Going on to this one, 2.9% curse. Wow, terrible stats that we have. Hit the reroll, nothing. Again. Okay, I'll keep that because we consumed a lot of phoenix shards there. 5.6 and 1.9%, not too bad. Nature 4.2%. We'll try see if I can get maybe a 4.5 or higher. Nature 4.7. Okay, not too bad at all. Nature's not bad. Could get a good one for maybe Kazi, or of course Kaguya is the main focus as one of the best familiars to use for her. So moving on to corrupting, I'm gonna go hit with a boom. Okay, maybe boom is not the way to go this time. I don't know what to say other than boom. I hit it now. Okay, now. Oh, the double tap there. Is that 5 corrupted? That was really bad. We got 2 corruption 1s, I think 2 corruption 4s, and 1 corruption 3. This is not looking too good for this one. It feels weird not saying anything when I am pressing the button, so I might just go back to hitting it with the boom. This is a not so great one. It is like a 20%-ish, but at the same time, I am just going to call it a brick. This one really isn't worth the time to even use, so there we go. I am going to toss it away way, I'll eventually sell it. For now, I'm just going to keep it for now. But on to the next one. We are going and hitting that 40%, 50%. I can feel it. It's going to be coming soon. 4.7% holy damage. I am wanting a holy one, so this is pretty nice. Going into this. Oh my goodness. Ooh, 6%. 6% is not too bad. 1.5% range. All right. I think I am just going to hit it with the boom again. It feels so weird not saying anything when I am going to corrupt. So no, I feel like maybe I sound old when I'm saying boom, but boom. Oh, okay. Corruption 3, not the greatest. Hit 2, 4, all 3. Okay. If I get 3 more 3s, I'm not going to complain. Oh, 2 more 3s? Corruption 4. Okay. Just hit me with another 3. Boom. Okay. 3 corruption 3s, 1 corruption 4, and a uncorrupt. Imagine that could have been it. That could have been it. 3.2%. So that went up to 3.2% from 1.5. Overall, that's not that great of a increase. Maybe a 15% damage, 13% damage, 2% unbound. What are we doing here? What is that? That is off. Oh my goodness. How can a familiar like that exist? We have 3 more left. Let's see what I can do. Okay, for this one, I feel like I'm just going to re-roll the elemental shard side of things because the damage is not too bad, and I am focusing on wanting to get corruption 4s out of everything. So if I go ahead and go over to here, we are, okay, easy 1 tap a 4.5% holy. Yeah, 5.8% damage is fine. I'll keep that. We will be satisfied with that. Now on to corrupting it. All right, time for a corruption. Yo, Sung Jin Woo, you've not been too good for me, but maybe this is where I change. All right, boom. Oh, the boom luck is here. Boom. 4, 4, 4. Okay, 3 4s, 2 3s. This is the worst case scenario, honestly. Having 3 4s and 2 3s, like, come on. Just give me all 4s. No, I don't want a corruption 3 at all, man. Let's see. What is it gonna be? It is... Oh, okay. 20% exactly on the corruption 4, but we got pretty terrible luck with the corruption 3s where we only have a 7.6%. So, man, it could have been so good, but it's nothing. But we do have a 27% passion spark and unbound. So overall, it's definitely not good, but it is something at least. All right, there we go. 27%, not good. We've had 2 bricks already. Our best so far has been a 31%, not so great. On to the next one. Let's see what it's rolled. 3% range is really good, but 2.6% damage is not great. What is this other one? Actually, 3.9. Okay, wow. Gonna need to reroll both of them. I am gonna keep that fire stat on it though, because that fire stat is pretty good at 4.5%. Looking, let's see. Give me a perfect 7% damage right now. Okay, that's the wrong perfect stat to get. Boom. Ooh, okay. That's actually not too bad. I wish it was slightly higher in damage, but like near perfect range is pretty good as well. 3.3% range, 5.9% damage, 4.5% fire damage. Okay, I'm feeling lucky. Feeling lucky. Sung Jin Woo, can you give me the luck? Please, please. Come on, man. I had to grind for you the entire 50 kills. I didn't get lucky with being able to go ahead and skip out on the boss kills. So surely you give me the luck right here, right now. Okay, 1 out of 5. Boom. 2 out of 5. Okay. Oh, 3 out of 5. Okay. Okay. Please, 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 please. 4. No. No, 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 no. Come on. 4. Oh, no. Come on, man. 3 corruption 4s, 1 corruption 3. That's not too bad, though. We can work with those, pending if we do get lucky with the rolls on the corruption 4 itself. 4.7% from a 3.3%. I'm pretty sure that's... What is that? That is nearly close. That's maybe like a 40% increase, I believe. Somewhere around there. 30 to 40% increase. So we would have maybe like a 7 or an 8% damage at least, I think. So let's see what we get with elemental damages. 17%. Okay. Not the greatest though. Oh man. 17% is not good. We got a 25% nature water blast, which is, it is what it is. This has not been as good as our first one. We were getting frequent 30%. This one we're not even hitting at 30%. We did get hit 1, but it is, I guess it is after stuff that we did want, but man, unlucky that we've been getting so far. All right, and finally we are on to our last familiar. Please, Sung Jin Woo has not been doing us justice. We have not gotten the luck that we've been wanting. I'm already rated. Ooh, 5% unknown. Okay, wait. Maybe this is the redemption. Come on. We need a good damage stat here. 4.9%. No. Come on. Don't eat up all of my 6.5, 1% range, but 6.5% damage. That's okay. We already have 11% damage unknown. We just need to hit corruption 4 unknown here. Holy, this could be it. This could be it. I pray to the anime Vanguardians out there. Please. Boom. Oh. Okay, we're on the board. Corruption 4. 2. No, not that 2. No. Oh my goodness. That if I see an unknown for like at least 8%, please. Come on, man. How have we fallen this far from grace from our last video that we did? 2% damage. Oh my goodness, bro. That would have been so good. We spent so many Phoenix shards on this familiar too. Like, this would have been so nice. We had gotten the luck, but no, it was not good this time around. All right, well, that is this episode. We have ended up with 3 somewhat okay cats. Of course, they're not the greatest. And we ended up with complete bricks of 3 familiars. Not as good. How am I going to rate Sung Jin Woo? I'm going to rate him a solid 3 out of 10. He is not where you want to be standing when you're trying to get lucky with your familiars. That's the end of this video. I appreciate it if you haven't watched this part of the video. See ya.